You're most welcome to ask any question.
Maharaji, I'm still concerned with my need for an intimacy and affection with the Master. I'll be going home shortly, and I just, in my recollection of the last year that's gone past, I felt like I was just, I needed to be able to turn to you, and I felt unsure of myself in my imagination, like trying to imagine if you were near, sitting next to me or across from me in a seat or something like that, and it just wasn't working. Or my meditation, it wasn't working. And I just really wish you would help me out with that.
Just look to the Lord. Lord will help every one of us. You do your best and leave it to the Father.
Thank you.
Maharaji, yesterday you spoke of the soul and the mind being more or less welded together into one inseparable amalgam. It was my previous thought that we were trying to separate the soul from the mind in order to be able to drop the mind off eventually in Trikuti and go on without it. I wonder if you would shed a little light on what you meant by the soul and the mind being one.
Well, brother, it's very clear. Yourself is making it rather more clearer. At this time, mind and soul not together are just one. Mind is functioning and soul has just taken the association of the mind. So soul also has to suffer in separation from the Father, having taken the association of the mind. And our endeavor is to separate the soul from the mind, so that mind may also come at rest and the soul may also go back to the Father. There's no difference at all what you are saying.
Then meditation will help us bring this about.
Meditation separates the soul from the mind. With the help of meditation, mind comes to its own region, Tirkuti, and soul gets released from the clutches of the mind. As Christ said, "Go, ye have become whole." And something he said, you see, lest a worse thing can may come unto thee. Sin no more, lest a worse thing can come unto thee. But now, since you have been put on the path, so you are on the process of becoming whole. We become whole when we go beyond the realm of mind and Maya. If we attend to our meditation and don't add to our karma, don't add to our sins, so sooner or later our soul becomes whole. And then it becomes worthy to become one with the Father.
Thank you.
Maharaja, I was in initiation today, and as I watched, I wondered at what point your astral form was put in each initiate, and if it was different for the Indians than it was for us who were initiated by the representatives.
There's no difference at all. You don't worry at the time when it is astral form is there. You just attend to your meditation. And there's no difference in meditation of Indians and the foreigners, whether here or abroad. It's exactly the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Maharaji, during the day we can't always keep our Simran going, but sometimes it feels very good to imagine that we're just feeling the Tisratil, feeling the eye center, and kind of looking out from there, or even when talking, just feeling that eye center. Is this the same as keeping the atmosphere of meditation, or is that something different? And is it beneficial to do that?
It is same keeping the...
Is just imagining that we're looking out from the eye center, or just being conscious of the eye center during the day.
Sister, it's not a question of looking out through the eye center. You have to look within through the eye center.
During the day?
No, at the time of meditation.
Yes.
No question of looking out through the day, through the eye center.
And during the day, when we're not meditating, during
Yes,
the day,
yes, you look just through your eyes as you behave normally.
and you don't try to even imagine the eye center or anything like that.
When you are attending to your worldly jobs, how can you attend to that?
Sometimes when you're talking to someone or listening to someone, you can just almost just imagine or be conscious of the eye center a little bit.
So you forget at that time.
Okay.
When you sit in meditation, then you attend to this exercise.
Okay.
Otherwise, when you are busy in the outside activities in the world, you shouldn't think about that and try to see through your eye outside.
Thank you.
You will strain your eyes.
Just imagining it could strain the eyes.
I mean, how can you attend to the worldly job and imagine that?
Sometimes when I'm walking along, for instance, going to satsang,
When you sit in meditation, then you do that.
I see. Thank you. Could I ask another question?
Yes, please.
Somebody said an elder satsangi at Dara was talking to two satsangis and asked them if they had seen if they were enjoying the radiant form, and they said no, we've only been initiated for 12 years. And he said, but 12 years is a lifetime. You should have been at the radiant form by now. Is it possible, by living the life and really doing this Simran in the darkness, that we really can come to that eye center?
You shouldn't go after the talk of other people. You should do your own meditation. That is the main thing. Don't led astray by people's talks. Everybody should think that I'm going to achieve right within this lifetime. And I'm going to do my best in this lifetime. Just leave it to the Father.
Thank you.
Maharaja, why your image is the most difficult one to be kept in our minds? And is there any way that we can improve it?
Brother, people we are attached to, it becomes very easy for us to imagine their faces. And people with whom we have very least association, it becomes very difficult to imagine their faces.
So it's a question
This is our attachment and love which helps us to formulate anybody's vision.
I see. Thank you, Maharaj.
Maharaji, I remember you talking once about attachments, that if we don't have any of them, that there's no way we could come back in this world. Now, is it so that we could have attachments we're not aware of?
Attachments of?
Any worldly attachments, if we wouldn't have any attachment in this world, that we wouldn't be able to come back in this world even. Is it so that we could be unconscious of attachments?
There can be. You see, sometimes the present attachments may not be there of this life, but sometimes there are very, very strong previous attachments, which is lying in the reserve of our fate karmas. Even they sometimes pull us back to this creation.
So even if you don't feel any attachments, there might be.
Just possible, maybe lying dormant, suppressed in our mind, but mostly, with meditation, they just fade out. A lot of our attachments, even without meditation, if we analyze our life, before us, they start fading out. Very few attachments just linger on. Many attachments just fade out. They become meaningless for us. It is only the attachment by which we get just obsessed, we can't get rid of, that becomes a problem.
Yes, so it's only really strong attachments that can keep you here.
Yes.
And is it so that you can meet new attachments you're not aware of yet in this life?
Yes, can be. One can attach to anything at any time
Just
before
can't
his
come up.
death. Before his death.
Thank
It
you.
can be even the worldly things, worldly ambitions, worldly properties, worldly faces. You never know the tricks of mind.
Thank you.
Master, there seems to be some confusion as to whether the parshad, the candy parshad that was given out was personal or general.
Sister, brother, we have discussed so many times, prasad is always personal, unless you ask for general.
Thank you.
Master, can I ask a question for another Satsangi?
Well, sister, you can.
She just got initiated, and after her first meditation, she said, I think the Master has helped me to climb up the ladder and see the light. And now she has realized that she should not have talked about it, because when she meditated again later on that same day, which was today, she didn't see that anymore. And now she has this fear of...
Sister, we are always advised at the time of meditation and time of initiation whether we must preserve within ourselves all what we experience. Anyway, she should attend to her meditation again. There's nothing much to fear.
Thank you, Master.
Swami sir, I'm here sir.
Yes, please.
Very often when we're back home, despite our meditation and attending satsang, we often have a tremendous longing for the physical darshan of the Master. Is this given to us by the Master, this longing for him, or is it a sign of spiritual progress?
Well, you can take in any way. At least it is the desire for darshan is there. But the same desire for meditation should also be there.
Thank you. May I ask another question?
Yes, please.
We are told that before we reach God realization, you have to go through self-realization. At which spiritual region does this transition occur, sir?
Third stage.
Thank you, sir. Brothers.
Maharaji?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is similar to the question asked by the last gentleman. I was wondering if one is not feeling the separation from the Father. Does that mean that we're feeling the love instead?
When we are separated from the Father, what does it mean?
Well, just the separation. If one does not feel the separation,
Yes.
is one feeling love instead?
If we feel the separation of the Father, that is the love, longing to become one with the Father. We are anxious to become one and we cannot become one, so we feel the separation.
So it's a form of love then.
You can give it any name.
Okay, thank you.
Master, is it absolutely necessary that we make the meditation of 2.5 hours on one piece, or can we do it in 3 times?
Well, brother, you can sit in two, because in the beginning we are not in the habit of sitting for so long. So we can easily separate it into 2 or 3 sittings. And try to slowly increase your first sitting, morning sitting. And see if you can give together all the time. Otherwise you can sit in 2-3 sittings.
Thank you.
Master, is illness predestined, or can we prevent it by being careful?
Pardon?
Is illness predestined, or can we prevent it by being careful?
What is predestined?
Illness.
Illness.
Sickness.
Well, it can be predestined, it can be a new seed due to our negligence. It can be predestined. If knowingly I put my hand in the fire, I can say that I have sown a new seed. It can be accidentally I burn my hand. I mean, you can't say which is due to the past karma or which is a new seed. You can't differentiate.
Thank you.
Maharaji, in Dare to Live, you say, we associate the radiant form with the physical form of the Master because it has the same form as the physical body, but both forms are projected out of Shabad, not out of any material things, not out of any matter. Does that mean that the physical form is not material or not? Is it also a projection of the Shabad?
The idea behind is that with a thing which makes a body master, it is that Shabad and Naam which is in that flesh. It is not the flesh which matters. It is the word which is in the body which matters. And that is the master in the physical form, and that is the master when we see the radiant form of the master within. They are both not made of any matter.
Both.
Whether that word is in the flesh or whether that word is in the radiant form.
Thank you.
Master, when we're sitting for bhajan, and if perhaps your form comes naturally, are we supposed to try and suppress that, or can we look at it? If we're sitting in bhajan and we're not hearing any sound, but your form or your face or something like it appears naturally, should we try and not concentrate on it, or should we fix on it?
Should we sit on it?
Fix on it, think about it. Concentrate on it.
You see, the idea of contemplating on the form of master is to hold our attention here at the eye center. That is the main idea. If you can hold your attention without visualizing any form, without contemplating on the form of any body, you can just hold your thoughts or your consciousness at the eye center in the darkness, nothing like it. And if you need any help to visualize somebody's form, to hold your attention, then you have to visualize on the form of the master.
So it's okay if it happens in bhajan?
You see the light which attracts your attention there.
So it's okay if it happens while we're sitting for bhajan as well, not just Simran? It's all right if it happens while we're sitting for bhajan as well as Simran? It's okay to do it?
You can sit in bhajan or Simran, it is same thing.
Thank you.
Maharaji, in front of you. When we first get up in the morning and we sit down for our meditation, and we prepare to do our Simran, is there anything that we can do before starting Simran to help us focus or concentrate better?
Well, brother, it depends upon the individuals. Some people like to get up, have a little wash, move about little, become more fresh and active before the sit-in meditation. Some people have a cup of coffee or tea just to make them little active before the sit-in meditation. It depends upon the individual. Some people like to read a page or two of some book before the sit-in meditation, whatever suits anybody. There's no hard, fast and rules, you see. Whatever suits us.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Maharaji, sometimes we are in certain situations where there is a possibility that we may be tempted to do the wrong thing, and sometimes these situations are unavoidable. What is the right attitude in such situations, and how can we smilingly go through them?
Well, avoid such situations, sister.
Thank you.
Master, the Master arranges our second birth, if we don't make it in the first lifetime, to be more conducive for meditation and progress on the path.
That's right.
My question is, does the master does this also for the first lifetime or not?
No, you see, those souls which have to ultimately come to the path, more or less they are looked after right from the beginning. The Lord doesn't let them go so astray as not to pull them back to the path, pull them to the path. So they are looked after right from the beginning, they are guided right from the beginning.
Then my real question is, do we take what comes to us in the world as our blind, purposeless karmas, or are they coming from the Master?
Well, brother, whether you take it or not, you have to go through your destiny. If you take a part of your destiny as a gift from the Master, you may pass on very easily. If you refuse to adjust to those karmas, you will be one to suffer. But destiny you cannot change. We have to go through our destiny. And we have to take it as it comes.
If we take it as coming from the Master, there is a sense of purpose to it, in that
it is just our own mental consolation. So nothing is coming from the Master. Nothing is coming from the Lord. These are our own karmas which we have committed in the past, which we are facing today as our destiny. We take it coming from the Father, take it coming from the Master, just for your own mental consolation. Whatever way, easily you can go through them.
Another question, please. Does sorrow do any good to us? Does it detach us? Does it purify our minds?
Sorrow means the repentance. If by sorrow you mean the repentance, and repentance is really genuine. Genuine in a sense that you resolve not to repeat the same mistake again, it definitely helps us.
Actually, I mean sorrow, but just purposeless. I mean, there's no source of that sorrow. It just seems just sorrow for sadness for being in this world.
That won't help. Unnecessarily you are making yourself miserable. That is not solving any problem. That is not trying to adjust to your destiny. Why not adjust to it smilingly? Why with a sorrowful face when it is not going to change? When you cannot change the events of life, you have to face them. You have to swim along with the waves. Then why not accept them smilingly? Why with a howl and cry? Why with a sorrowful face?
There's not much to smile about.
And there's nothing much to weep about because they are not going to change. If they are not going to change, then why worry? Take them as the will of the Lord.
Thank you, Master.
Yes,
Master. You've been talking many times.
Pardon?
You've spoken many times about the difference between the radiant form and the inner master and the outer master. Now, after all these years, do you still long to see your master in the flesh? That form. Does the master still long to see his own master in the body form?
Why are you worried about me and anybody else? You see, we are only concerned with ourselves. Every disciple is anxious to see his own master, here or there, maybe anywhere. Rather, he would like to see him everywhere.
So you still
in the body, out of the body, inside, outside. He would like to be with him everywhere. And that is the fate of the lover. Why analyze somebody? We should only analyze our own self.
Master, when we change from Simran to Bhajan, Is it a good thing to still feel the presence of the Master, or should we just listen for the sound and
Well,
look to the
brother,
light?
when you have been doing Simran and contemplating on the form of the Master, you will not be able to get rid of that atmosphere of the Master around you, even at the time of hearing the sound. You will be baking in that atmosphere even when you are hearing that sound.
So that doesn't interfere with our
That doesn't
concentration?
interfere at all in any way. That holds your attention there at the eye center, where you have to be in touch with the sound.
Thank you.
Maharaji, is it possible to be too fanatical in trying to follow the Master and his Sevadar's instructions?
Follow the Master and?
And his Sevadar's instructions.
What do you mean by fanatical?
Analyzing too critically, analyzing too carefully, pushing too hard?
Well, it depends upon you how you want to take it. Sometimes instructions become very difficult for us to adjust and very hard for us to accept because they don't suit us. We are not used to live in the discipline. We want to do what we want to do. So it depends upon the individual. I was told here, you see, some of you go right at 3 or 4 o'clock and sit in the pandal. In spite of their best request, they could not dissuade them not to come so early. So they had to accept if they didn't accept.
Is it unwise to do what you think is following those instructions if you find that it conflicts with other people?
System instructions are for certain discipline in every organization. Without discipline, no organization can work. If everybody would like to sit in the front, how can you help it? How can this meeting can go on? Some people have to sit on the back, some people have to sit in the front. Everybody has to be reasonable. So instructions are reasonable. They are not unreasonable, they are not harsh things. They are not for our punishments, they are for our good. They are for our own use, we are one of them. If we are made sevadars with those instructions to impart to others, how would we feel? They are all for our benefits.
Thank you. Master, is it possible to live in this world with no desires at all except for the Master?
Sister, it's very difficult. We need so many things in this world to exist. How can we say that we have only one desire and no other desire in this world? At every step there are desires, there are needs to be fulfilled. Those desires should not obsess us. Otherwise, we need so many things to exist in this creation.
Also, Master, is it possible to love the Master?
That is possible.
Without the tears and without the feeling of severe pain, but feeling contentment, knowing that one is saved.
You see, there are so many relationships of love, but no relationship is stronger, no bond is stronger than that of the disciple and the master. No love is stronger than that of the disciple and the master.
Thank you, Master.
We can't say more than that.
That's enough.
One moment. please. Yanni?
You want to do some chorus?
He needs a translation, Master.
I see.
Είναι και λιγάκι δύσκολο να μιλάς με το Θεό. Πες και πρέπει να πάρουμε και λίγο φόρα. Πες του το.
It's a bit difficult for him to speak with God, so he has to have some assistance. He says,
Please.
Θα ήθελα να κλέψω κάτι λέξεις από ένα βιβλίο και επειδή τις χρειάζομαι, αυτό ήθελα να πω τώρα. Πες του το.
He wanted to steal some words from a book, and because he needs them,
Διδάσκαλε, οδήγησέ με από το φως στο σκοτάδι.
Master, please help me to go from darkness to light.
Διδάσκαλε, οδήγησέ με... Sorry. Οδήγησέ με από την πλάνη στην αλήθεια.
From the illusion to the truth.
Διδάσκαλε, οδήγησέ με από το θάνατο στην αθανασία.
From death to immortality.
Είναι και κάτι άλλο. Επειδή στην Ελλάδα, πες του το, έχουμε μία συνήθεια να φυλάμε το χέρι. Μπορώ να φιλήσω το χέρι του.
In Greece, it's a custom to kiss the hand of the revered person. So, could he kiss your hand?
Μην πει ότι εδώ είναι Ινδία, δεν ισχύει. Πες του.
Please don't say that here it's India.
I appreciate your emotions, but in Santmat there are no rules to kiss anybody's hand or anybody's feet. We have to kiss the radiant form of the Master which is within every one of us.
Σε ευχαριστώ για τα αισθήματά σου, αλλά στο Σάντματ δεν υπάρχει κανένας κανόνας γι' αυτό. Πρέπει να φιλήσεις την ακτινοβόλο μορφή.
As Christ said,
Big problem.
by flesh you profit nothing, it is the spirit which matters.
Ένα άλλο που ήθελα να πω, Γιάννη, πες του, ότι από τον καιρό που έχουμε έρθει στην Ινδία, με έχουν πιάσει διάφορα συναισθήματα. Και από το Δελχή ακόμα. Την πρώτη μέρα όταν τον είδα, έκλαψα. Μετά έχω αρχίσει και αισθάνομαι διάφορα πράγματα. Μία μίσος, μία τον κατηγορώ, μία δεν μπορώ να έρθω. Τι είναι, ο νους είναι. Για πες του.
And he has another question. At first, when he saw you, he felt love for you, but then he had some difficult time with his mind. Various thoughts kept coming up, even hate sometimes, or questions, or what is that?
You see, we have to pass through so many phases being on the path. Phases of dryness, phases of emotions, and phases of sometimes even hatred, when we cannot get what we want. So we should not try to analyze these things too much in detail. We should just continue with our meditation and with the path. We overcome all these things and then we enjoy that bliss and happiness within.
Κάτσο.
Θα περάσουμε από πολλές φάσεις στο μονοπάτι και θα τις ξεπεράσουμε όλες αυτές και μετά θα ενωθούμε με την ακτινοβόλη μορφή της διδάσκαλης.
Μακάρι, πες του.
He hopes for that. Thank you, Maharaj.
Maharaji, over here on your right.
Yes, Molly. I know you're still here.
You have written somewhere that provided the disciple makes a sincere and genuine effort in meditation, no matter how unsuccessful that might appear to be, that effort is credited. To me, that I think is the most comforting thought that I carry with me. We're about to part now for only the Lord knows how long. Could you possibly enlarge on that for a moment or so?
Well,
it would.
Brother, every effort is credited, whether it is successful effort, whether it is a failure, but every effort is to our credit. Great Master used to say that if you cannot bring your success to me, bring your failures to me. At least you have been attempting, doing your best. You have been trying, and you have not succeeded. That very trying and doing your best to achieve is sufficient for you to get the success.
Thank you, sir.
Master,
Yes, please.
could you speak to us about Simran and how it affects our perception of the world?
Simran, how it does?
How it affects our perceptions of this world?
Well, sister, anything we do in this world, we need concentration on everything what we do in this world. Without concentration, we cannot do anything successfully in this world. And Simran always helps us to concentrate. So indirectly, it also helps us to live as a better citizen in this world. It makes us a better mother, a better husband, better sisters and all that, better citizen, because we are in the habit of concentrating and we take everything thoroughly and go into detail in everything.
Thank you.
Master, this doesn't seem a very appropriate question, but perhaps you could advise us and talk to us a little bit about marriage.
Yes, please.
Could you advise us and talk to us a little bit about marriage, please, Master?
I'm a very poor specimen for that. What can I talk to you about marriage? Marriage is a marriage and you have to live through it.
May I ask two questions?
I do not know any other meaning of the marriage.
May I ask two questions for satsangis that are not here in connection with marriage?
Pardon?
May I ask two questions for two satsangis that are not here about marriage?
Not joined in marriage?
My question is, what should a satsangi do, a wife, when she's living the life of a married woman as a satsangi should do, and she receives beatings from her husband? Should she try and get out of the marriage, or should she accept it? This is for somebody who's in South
Well, it
Africa.
depends upon the situation. First thing, it's very bad for a husband to behave like that. And she should not submit to beating. Why? She has same right. She is an equal partner in this marriage. Why should she accept the beatings? There are so many ways and means for her to approach the authorities for that.
She feels she should get a divorce, but being a satsangi, she feels she should stick it out. Could she seek legal advice?
It depends upon the situation, sister. Whether she is wrong or the husband is wrong, I can't say. Nobody can sit on judgment over the couple.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Master?
Yes, please.
Are karmic bonds created when we give and receive gifts?
Our common bonds?
Are karmic bonds created when we give or receive gifts or presents?
But brother, if you give present with a sting, that is not right. That someday he will also give me a present. Then you create a bond of give and take. You give a present and forget about it, there is no problem at all. When you want it back, it's a reward. Today I have given him a present, tomorrow I am expecting a present from him. Then you naturally, in your mind, you are expecting a present from him. Then you are creating a bond which has to be cleared. Otherwise, in society, we give and take, there is no problem.
What about borrowing and lending?
Well, Shakespeare said, neither a borrower nor a lender be. Both are equally bad.
Thank you.
Maharaji, many of us I've talked to have a very close feeling to the great master. And I was wondering before we leave you, if you would be willing to share with us one or two of your favorite times with the great master.
Sister, books are full now. If you read Spiritual Heritage, you will find many interesting things, anecdotes about the great master, about Sardar Bahadur Maharaj Ji. So many tapes, you can play over them. And such things cannot be narrated as stories. They come out of you when you are full.
Are you feeling full?
No. At least I'm looking forward to the end of this meeting now.
Thank you.
Master?
Yes, please.
Back home, there is a satsangi who 6 years ago had a severe mental breakdown. He is getting better now. He is very carefully attending to his meditation, but he is very, very afraid that he will get sick again. Is there anything that he can do or that we can do to help him?
Well, sister, he should consult his doctor who will help him. And he should look after his health, that's all.
Thank you.
Maharaji, to your right, Master. This week there has been references to tears, and just a moment ago, again, the same thing came up about weeping. You said this week, in one instant, that tears are only satisfying the mind. In another instant, you said to a lady that tears are an expression of love.
Yes, they are expression of love, no doubt. They are expression of our emotions. Nobody can deny that.
There is a second part to this question, Master, that I'd like to share with all of us here regarding this. And it's an old saying from Sanskrit. And it says, and this is a request to you, to all of us, it says that unless the eyes are incapable of tears, they shall be unable to see. Well, Master, at this time, you try to instill in our effort the tears that are going to flow when you leave us. Thank you, Master.
Brother, we are all struggling souls. We are all knocking at the same door and looking for His mercy and His grace. And I'm sure His grace is there when we look to it. I would like to reach rather those satsangis who couldn't come, and I can know how they feel about it. But you can assure them they are as dear and near to me as all of you sitting here. Radha Swami.